Yes, sir.
We talked about the Moors fighting on the side of Hannibal. Whatever happened to that situation?
Well, I was studying under Renoko Rashidi because, you know, one of the Moors brought that out on me.
Oh, man.
He brought it out on me. So he was saying that the Moors fought alongside Hannibal.
Hannibal was the Carthaginian Moor.
Okay, and now you want to say he's a Carthaginian Moor. Okay,
you are making everybody to hear
Hold.
Oh my God.
When you got on the phone with somebody, you want me to get on the phone with somebody from Tunisia?
Nah, you got to show documents,
brother. You know where I'm coming from, brother. If I showed you this stuff, you still wouldn't believe it if I showed it to you.
No, I
have to go further.
We can go further than that.
We can go.
All right, I don't know the wordplay though. But what Renoko was saying is that they fought alongside him, and for some reason they broke the alliance. So I went into J.A. Rogers' book, and the leader of those so-called Moors was Masinasius. And Masinasius was in love with Hannibal's sister.
And you can go and do this research, brother Sabir.
He said
he was in love with
J.A. Rogers.
I don't see you writing nothing down, brother.
I have J.A. Rogers, but he's not acknowledging J.A. Rogers. If I bring it up, he's going to say.
But I got other works but I'm giving the people something that they can go latch on to right immediately. I could go get other texts, but I'm not going to go get some of the text. Like some of this text is Masonic.
Carry on, Seti.
But he was in love with Hannibal's niece. And he thought that by helping Hannibal, that in the end he would be allowed to marry the woman. But come to find out, the woman was married to someone else. And when he came back from the areas where they was fighting and found out, he felt betrayed. So the Moors, seeing that he was in that state of mind, they came to him. And they offered him a deal to side against Hannibal. Scipio Africanus and Masinasius fought against Hannibal. Masinasius.
Is that true, brother?
The leader of the Moors. Renoko Rashidi.
Brother, I know Renoko Rashidi, and I just saw him a couple months ago.
Did he say it?
He speaks about the Moors highly, and he explains the
Did he say it in the video? Did he not say it in the video?
Did the Moors fight against Hannibal?
Right now, let's go back, because it's like it's redundant, because we keep repeating the same thing. I said to you, the same thing that happened then is going on right now. You just said that they can go to you and say X, Y, and Z to go against this person right there. The same thing is happening. So what I'm saying is let's not repeat the same thing.
Man,
brother, we dealing with history, man, for the children, brother.
History, though,
no, this tape is going all over the world.
That's true.
Brother Moorish, Brooklyn Intelligence.
Not to happen.
Do you have any information on Hannibal being portrayed by the Moors?
Gosh,
right, now
this is we got to document the history,
brother.
I
got it, but it's cool. But I'm just saying that we got to still don't try to keep pausing it, brother. Every time
I'm zooming in.
Something
I'm not pausing that.
Cause man, the story that he mentioned about Hannibal being betrayed, that's a true story.
Okay,
however, you
brother Sabir, see,
I agree with
this is what we're saying,
brother. Done. Listen,
stop trying to put shit over the rug. Stop trying to cover shit up.
We're not
trying to get this history out.
Continue, man.
Can I continue?
Go ahead, brother.
All right, the story that he mentioned, you know, that's correct. Anybody could go and research that story. What you yourself would not agree with was that Hannibal himself was a Moor. He is known by the Moors as Hannibal Barca Bay.
Okay, man, come on now.
So the thing that what you don't understand in that period of time, even in Carthage, we was fighting against ourselves. They wasn't wearing feathers like that on the other side in Pale Greek and Pale Rome. We was fighting against ourselves.
I never read anything where Hannibal was a Moor or he stated to be a Moor.
Of course you're not.
Man, listen, they done the archaeological research, man. They went all through Carthage, which they call Carthage, and they went down in the tombs, they went down in the graves, and they found that their earrings, their symbols was Egyptian. Carthage was nothing but an extension of the Nile Valley. That's all it was. They had arcs. They had Keperas.
There's no.
Their priesthood was designed just like George M. James. It was designed off of the priesthood in the Nile.
It's not being Kemites, brother. We're not arguing that. You making it seem like we're arguing that they're not.
There's no separation.
No, I ain't gonna let you get away with that.
You ain't gotta let me get away with anything, brother.
The Nile Valley were not Moors.
You ain't gotta get away with anything.
They were not Moors.
You read George M. James, right?
I read it.
Read the part where he said the Moors kept up with money.
Before you even read that.
But look for it while you explain it.
George M. James, he himself was a Mason. And Dr. Yusuf Ben Yakin said that he learned from George M. James. So for one, George M. James couldn't even say certain things because he already took an oath. Which was partly part of his fault. Ivan Van Sertima made Golden Age of the Moors with a red cover To deal with what? The Moorish flag, which is over 10,000 to 50,000 years old. Who was funding him?
Document
There's
that,
certain
man.
things that some of these
50,000 years.
Document that.
Don't just say
Document that.
10,000
You're
years.
trying to you could do the research. For example,
Well, send me somewhere to get it. Where is it?
Okay, look on the map. Look on the map. Look on the map. You will see on the Nile River. You see Cairo and you see Memphis. Over here on the Mississippi River, you will.
All right, guess what?
Hold up. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Go ahead.
If you look on the Mississippi River, you also see Cairo. You also see Memphis.
So how old is the Moorish flag?
If you go to the Grand Canyon,
how old is the
you
Moorish
also
flag?
see pyramids, hieroglyphics, ancient Latin and Arabic, because we were the same people on the both same side of the coast.
So how old is the Moorish flag again?
10,000 to 50,000 years old.
Come on, man.
Come on, what?
Stop that.
These are your ancestors.
I'm about to go to it. I got it mapped out. I'm going to bring, here you go. It speaks about the Moors. It says that as such, the people of North Africa were the neighbors of the Egyptians and became the custodians of Egyptian culture. Custodian don't mean you are the author. Okay, then I'm gonna go.
Say that, brother.
Okay, then that's what I'm talking about. Chronology.
Go to custodian.
Okay, then.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Hey,
that means he's a Mason too.
That means you can be adopted. Your adopted parent can be your custodian.
Let me say he's a Mason.
Wait a minute, don't you go on the wordplay again, but I'm going to.
You just said he was a Mason, brother.
Through which they spread through considerable portions of Africa, Asia Minor, and Europe. Okay, during the occupation of Spain, the Moors displayed with considerable credit the grandeur of African culture and civilization. Okay, then. But what wait a minute, I'm going to keep going. I ain't going to read it all because he just a couple of paragraphs. The schools and libraries which they established became famous throughout the medieval world. Science and learning was cultivated and taught. The schools of Cordoba, Toledo, Seville, Saragossa attained such celebrity that they, like their parent, Egypt, attracted students from all parts of the Western world. So that's what I'm getting at again. And he clearly defines it, that Egypt is the mother. You trying to say that they were Moors when they are not.
Brother.
He said they came in around the 8th century.
You're talking about Egypt.
In the 8th century AD.
Yes, brother, but you hear what Egypt is what? What does Egypt mean? Are they talking about the people or are they talking about the land? Egypt is what? What does Egypt mean? Black land? That's what it means? The soil? The land? So what's the name of the people?
Well, he's using the word Egypt, but it was called Kemet.
But what I'm saying, I don't care if you say Kemet. Kemet still means black land or soil.
Egypt don't actually mean. Egypt was named, listen, Egypt came from Egypticos, which was named after Haka-Ptah. It was named after the soul and mansion of a Kemet.
I'm telling you right now.
Kemet.
Brother.
Wait a minute, Kemet is one thing. Egypt was not taken from Kemet. It was taken from Heka-Ptah.
I know all that.
Ptah was what you call a pygmy.
I asked you the land or the people. Which one? Are you talking about the land or the people? Which
How can
one?
you separate the land and the people?
Brother, because I can be here. You just said it just now. You said, this was America. But
Boy, y'all do some acrobatics, man. Boy, y'all some acrobatics.
Well, you better do some.
Boy, y'all do. The brother said, listen, he says, and he gives you chronology.
Listen, go ahead.
In the 8th century AD.
You're trying to go over here with this bullcrap.
In the 8th century AD. Wait a minute now. Let's keep respect here, man. Let's keep respect.
You have respect too.
Because you saying what I'm saying is bullshit. All right, man. Come on, man.
I don't have to cuss to get my point.
Wait a minute. Keep your hand that way.
I got my hand
Keep your hand that way.
All right, but come on. Let's move on.
All right. Keep your hand over there now.
We don't have to cuss to get the point.
Right, man. In the 8th century AD, the Moors, natives of Mauritania and North Africa, invaded Spain and took with them the Egyptian culture, which they have preserved. I'm through with it.
Now you heard that?
I'm through with it.
Can I address that?
Go ahead. You can address, but I'm through with it. I ain't got no more argument.
All right. Now, once again, we're dealing with somewhere in a certain longitude in the east, in the region that we call Africa. Once again, we're only in one particular place. We act like there's nothing else happening in none of the other 6 continents on the entire planet. What were there forests there and birds and dinosaurs and that's it?
I got a question.
The thing is that we're only dealing with a certain
I'm just trying to figure out.
region.
Go ahead.
The next thing is that if you read George James' book again, The Egyptians were escaping because of the invasion and the mixing.
The Asians.
So when they,
the Asiatics.
So when they went into Spain, they magically called themselves Moors now?
You know what a sister brought out, Drusilla Dungy Houston. She was saying that the so-called Asiatics, anytime the Asiatic came into Egypt, all he did was destroy. Every time you see someone that come to help Egypt, first and foremost, who unified? Kemet, Tamari, Nama. Then it fell apart. Who came second? Mentuhotep, out of the south. Then when it fell out again under the Hyksos, who came to deliver it? Amos, out of the south. Then when it fell down again, who came again? Ta'aka, Pianki. If they was a part of the Nile Valley, where was the help? All of the attacks was coming from Asia. The first people to really come in, the Hyksos and the Persians. They destroyed more temples in Lower Kemet than we can even count.
So there was the Nubians going into Egypt and having wars also?
Listen, look at Pianki and Ta'aka. When they came down, even though they was warned, look at Pianki. They built at the Grand Lodge. They didn't destroy the temples. There is no record of the Nubians. Matter of fact, even though they was beefing, look at Ramesu, who built Abu Simbel in Nubia. They built temples. You can't show where the Nubians and Egyptians were destroying each other's temple. They did not. But when the Persians came in and the Asiatics came in, all they did was destroy the temples. I'm a brother of the craft of Amun-Ra. I took my oath on sacred ground that I will always be here to defend my people. The enemy, if you see this hat in Africa or anywhere else, if they can't make a distinction between our enemies and we on the battlefield, you don't have to stop to ask if a snake is poisonous. If you see a snake, then you take a snake's head. If you in Africa, do any research, anytime a nigga befriended a cracker in Africa, he wore that hat. And if we go to war in Africa, anybody you see with that hat on, take their head.
Can I say something?
That's my bottom line.
Right.
And that ain't an attack on my brother as my brother, but if we on the battlefield, ain't no way we gonna stop to ask somebody if is you down.
Why don't we go to war with the police that's doing it with the brothers?
Them too.
All right,
So
Sabir, the question I have for you is this here, brother. Spaceships. What is your opinion on spaceships? Do you believe in spaceships?
No, that's somewhere else. Man. I don't
What
even
about you, brother? Moorish intelligence?
Yeah, we could go to anywhere in North America, Hawaii, Australia, Egypt, Central America, South America, Africa. We ourselves were making so-called crafts and flying around the planet. In the temple of, I forgot the name of the temple that Star Wars is after, you could see the actual glyphs of crafts.
And what temple is this?
Abydos. I'm not really
Again,
sure.
brothers and sisters, no spacecrafts in Abydos. I was there 3 times.
I'm not sure.
You got to understand that I got many pictures where the air is over there carved. And they will create images. They got skills now. They've been over there for a minute. So they stay over there chilling with all our brothers and sisters. Even Ashra Quays, we got them on tape. You think we gonna go over there and see our enemy in action and then gonna come back here and debate that we didn't see what we saw?
The question I have for you,
that man carved that in that wall.
Let me clear up my point. Once again,
he carved that in the wall.
I'm not sure on the temple, but anywhere you could go in any continent, you will see crafts chiseled in stone. Go to South America. Once again, we're only concentrating on Africa, but we don't know what's carved in on South America.
Can I ask you a question? When you go to Kemet or any Nile, you can go into Nubia. You look on the walls, you see the Ankh.
Well, the next time you go, brother Seti, let me know.
I will
go with you, man.
Thousands. I'm going this shit. You see thousands of Ankhs. All the symbols, you see thousands of them on every temple. Why they gonna always go to one little carving on one temple, hid up in a beam so far up you couldn't even see it? If it was relevant to the ancient Egyptians, they wrote it all over all temples. It wouldn't be no mystery. But they're gonna take you and you could see. I done the research how they carved it in there.
So all these, so we can make pyramids, but we can't make flying crafts.
So, brother Brooklyn, what I'm saying to you is that
hold on. You can go in some places of the Sahara, some places of Palestine and Pakistan or somewhere in what they call the so-called Middle East, and you will see residue of nuclear bombings, nuclear warfare that we was doing.
Okay, brother.
So we
brother
had
Morris,
so-called crash.
you see how you can defend the spaceships? My question to you is, if you can believe in spaceships, why is it so goddamn hard for you to believe in the slave ships?
That's a question. Can I answer that question?
Yes, sir.
Once again, you are giving these Europeans too much credit.
No. I ain't even talking about the European. I'm saying, why is it hard for you to believe in slave ships, but you can believe in spaceships?
It's not hard for me to so-called believe in so-called slave ships.
So-called. Listen to what you just said.
Okay.
That means it doesn't exist. When you say
so-called doesn't mean that.
Well, what does so-called mean?
That's a good question.
Okay.
So-called mean that's what we call it, but it doesn't mean what it is.
Right.
Listen,
okay, so can I
Right,
continue?
so like I said, it doesn't exist.
Hey,
It's
man,
what we call it.
Before I jump off, man, we ain't gonna get no help from them, man.
So-called doesn't mean it doesn't
Just letting the people know. If you jump off, you ain't gonna get no help from the Moors. Just being real. You ain't gonna get no help.
I'm saying you ain't gonna get nothing from these so-called Negroes neither then. See, if you want to separate the people.
I'm making it clear. We in the conversation between me and you. I'm gonna deal with that. I don't show no mercy on none of them. Yeah. But we in the conversation right now, and I'm very clear that if it's an outbreak of mass confusion which causes us to go to war with this peckerwood, that the Moors ain't gonna give us no help, and more likely you're gonna see many of them on the same side.
Brother
such as
Seti,
history has shown.
I want you to tell him, Brother Seti, tell Brother Sabir Bey and Moorish Brooklyn Intelligence what a Moor called you on the phone and said to you, brother, about what's the brother that got shot 50 times in Brooklyn?
No, well, he didn't call me. It was Professor Ourself.
Oh, Professor.
He made a video saying that the brother, what's his name?
Sean Bell.
Sean Bell was a lawful murder.
Yeah,
he made a video.
No, he didn't. He said,
man, come on, man.
Where
he was saying it on it that it was a lawful murder.
Hold up. He said a Moor said that?
He was a Moor.
Hold up, bro.
What he said on his video that...
Oh, you saw it too?
Yeah, it was a justifiable...
Right. See?
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. It was a justifiable murder due to the fact that he was property.
Oh, come on, man.
You was doing good. You said what he said. That's what he said.
Right,
indeed.
That's what he said.
I respect you.
Right.
He was property.
That's a person, man, that is very, very ignorant. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't judge all the more for what someone... I know what I do.
Understand, I took it as this. He himself wasn't saying that he agreed that it was justifiable according to the law of the land. It was justifiable.
To add on what the brother is saying,
because he was
I've seen the video, and
I didn't see it.
To add on to what he was saying was that he was saying that since he was property of law, the whole court case, if you knew law, it was a sham, because here in New York on ABC News, they were attorneys saying that we already knew what the result was going to be, that the police was going to get off.
We see it right now.
If you know law and watch the whole court case, you know that the judge being a judge and a jury, what's that called? What's that called, Sabir?
Conflict of interest.
Okay, because the so-called attorneys, which are basically brokers and the go-between, they are agents that look just like you and me, but they went against their own particular brother. They wasn't wearing fezzes. They went against their brother and helped them be trapped into the system. Because Sean Bell and their family, no disrespect, they didn't know law and they put their trust in somebody else. That's just the ignorance. We're not talking about a shooting or whatever. If a police officer shoot one of our brothers, we have to go out, whether he's a Moor, not a Moor, 5% or anything like that.
And I just said that. Didn't we just have this conversation? I said if that was...
That's damaging, though. That's damaging, man, for that man's mother to go online, brother, unaware of that information, and that brother say that. But brother, you have to eat. You know, the woman grieving. You got to talk to people in a way that they might want.
And I think that's something particular. I'm not even going to speak on it. If he has to be here to defend himself.
I ain't saying. I'm just saying what he said.
I'm just saying. I know he said he was property, and if you look at it,
that's what I built.
If you look at it in the eyes of this law.
Right.
We are property within the United States. It's like you go to the store, you throw down, you buy something. It's property. He said they killed 3/5 of a human.
See, this is the thing about it. I said this. I said instead of us keep saying the same thing that's happened, and I'm an active Seti with a lot of this stuff, and I do radio, and I expose a lot of this stuff. I got phone calls from people from LA, from dealing with some stuff with Sean Bell right now. Most Moors don't get involved in this. But what happened, we got to stop saying police brutality because it's not, it's like brutality is like a brute. You can break up a camera.
So what is
but
it?
It's terrorism. Police terrorism.
I agree with
so
that too.
there's laws on the books. It's called
both.
terroristic threats, right? This is what we have to start pushing. But again, these cowards that look like us, that don't wear feathers, are not going to push that out here because they know 99% of the population are very ignorant.
And at the same time, like even when you're dealing with the Sean Bell, they had an attorney.
Who works with them?
Attorney duty, and any attorney can tell you their duty is to the courts first.
It's not to you.
It's to the courts first.
That's
I understand that. That's why I'm saying, man, we got to step out of this white man's
That's
system.
why I asked the question. What is the solution?
That's what I said, though.
And you know what nationality is about. That's what
we go to war, we go to war.
The nationality, that's what nationality is for.
That's how it is.
Marcus Garvey, Malcolm
if people
X.
say they black, you don't claim black.
Right.
I guarantee you,
That's right.
I'll be the first one on the line.
Believe it. Because it's guaranteed that it's our time.
That's right.
If you don't never step, if you don't never see, if we keep talking, see, nah, he's okay. The brother say he's proper. I'm not gonna jump through the hoop. The white man is a beast,
Right.
and that's his nature.
Definitely.
See, we word playing. He's in law, and the crocker's a beast. He's been a beast, just like homosexuality. I can go and show you the Greeks and Romans always was laying with babies.
We said
but then when they went in the Catholic Church, they got busted. They act like, oh, what you know, like it was something new.
But my thing is this. If they using their law against us, we have to turn and switch the tables back on them to where it'll create a stand, be like, we got to go to war and we be ready for war.
But you know what Marcus Garvey said? He said you got to have a precedent. If you want to deal law, you got to have a precedent.
I was in the law. I was in court the other day visiting somebody.
Okay.
And remember I called you? I literally saw how the judge was playing them out.
Right.
Literally. And nobody knew what all they were saying. Guilty, guilty. Okay, I'm guilty. Come back to court.
And that's what they do, right, Seti?
That. But if you go up there and defend yourself,
and know
what you took, they can't.
They'll give you a gateway out because what happens is that they don't want the masses of the people to understand what's going on. Even when I was in court, yes, they did what they was trying to do. But what it was, I was not talking to them. I was talking to the people to see what was going on. Even when they tried to hold me in contempt when I was telling them they didn't have contempt power. They play this little game because they have it's a show.
Monopoly. They
have to play this. They have to play it up to say, look, we can't let the rest of them know they can get away with this. We got to keep this thing going. You expose everything, all of it.
And people be like, oh, I didn't know that. If I know that, then I wouldn't be in this courtroom. They wouldn't be getting no money. It's all about money.
Yeah, don't think these brothers.
That's all the judge was doing. That's all he was doing.
That's all he was doing. That's it.
Guilty or not guilty?
My job is to
You're not guilty? We'll come back to trial in 2 weeks.
But you know what? I keep going back to the masters, like Malcolm. And Malcolm being in Africa, and he's seeing the revolutionary movements that was going on. It ain't one nation in Africa that got its independent working through the white man law. The Mau, when they did what they did, I believe them that they knew exactly how to get free. When Patrice Lumumba did his thing and over there in the Congo, that's why they killed him. I believe he had the right answer. That's why they did him the way that they did it. You understand what I'm saying? When Winnie Mandela was down there in South Africa, putting them ties around their necks, setting them on fire for snitching, going to the white man, working through his system.
Let me tell you something.
I believe that she knew exactly what she was doing, and I believe her that she had the answer. She just didn't have enough people to back her up.
Okay, let's bring it up now. How many of our people now is backing Cynthia McKinney? How many of our people right now is backing this sister, not claiming anything, but being a sister that is actually taking food to the Palestinians and getting a boat ran into her? How many of our siblings stepping out? Are we going to step outside right now and start knocking them off? When I heard about the brother that's getting shot in LA.
She's taking food to the Palestinians.
She need to be taking it to Zimbabwe.
That's what I'm talking about. The Palestinians.
Brother, but still, she's doing something.
No, that's not doing something for us, though, brother.
See, even when you go to Palestinian,
see, we are people.
When you go to Palestine, it's brothers there that look just like us, but they don't show that. They don't show that.
But we are always a people that's always helping everybody else.
What I'm saying, then you do something.
You never see the Palestinians. Brother, I am doing something every day, brother.
But brother, when you just told me about your family, if we have family members in these positions, let's drill their behinds. Let's drill them and talk about, yo, what are you talking about? I might have to take your head. My family member said that's working for them. Seriously, that's real rap. When I came here, listen, I try to be diplomatic with some things, but I'm like, damn, boy, if they shot a brother on the ground, man, just start shooting these Europeans. How many brothers going to do that? But they'll turn a gun on each other.
Well, they just killed a young brother just killed a police officer right in my city outside Detroit.
So what goes around comes around. That's what happens.
I ain't gonna say popped him, but
why not?
No, not on tape. We ain't saying it on tape.
You don't respect. He say everything else. Let's say it.
But my thing is
come on, man.
The beat's got my man's in his hands. A certain thing. You got to be smart about war.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's an art of war.
Certain way that you do it. Thank you.
We have to do it
like this. That's all I'm saying.
Just like you said with the brother that happened out in Cali. We have to forget. Okay, let's put. This is my personal opinion, and yeah, I'm going to say it. Put all the black, the white, the African issue to the side, and let's go down there and handle our business. Bottom line, and then that other stuff come down the line. But right now, you could be the next one. We could walk out of his house
out the door right now, and it can happen.
That's the
and my thing is, just say it like this: if it happened to you, how many of us would stand up for it?
Right.
You see what I mean? That's why I asked that question. What's the solution? Instead of people feed off this, and you put this on YouTube. Watch how and I'm gonna say it, devils, these white crackers, whatever you want to call them, they're gonna eat off this.
They don't want to see us in the room together.
Look at these monkeys. Look at these. See what I mean? They can't even get along.
Yep.
And they're gonna eat it up.
But see, the thing is about the art of war. Sometimes you fiend chaos. I'm not playing no game. You fiend chaos to make him think that we can't get along.
True.
And all the time we moving step 2, 3, 4, unbeknown of him, unbeknown of what we doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, fiending chaos there. I mean, it's good at times. That's an art of war. But listen, it's Africans right now on the continent that is fighting for their liberation. And a lot of people just see the negativity they put on TV. Man, them brothers and sisters over there scrapping. And all they need is help. You understand? If something jump off in America, we're going to need outside help. Bottom line, because the one thing we know, we ain't got enough. We got heaters. But damn, when them bullets run out, you can't go to Kmart to re-up.
That's right.
So you're going to have to, excuse me, my brother. That's right. We're going to have some outside help that got their own capability. Look at Hamas. Who you think? They them little lowly Arabs over there, they can't even afford to buy a loaf of bread, but they shoot missile after missile after missile. Where they getting them from? Iran. Iran is funding Hamas. Iran is funding and United Snakes is funding Israel. That's what's going on.
Now, that's the question I have for you, or you. Either one of y'all can answer this. What is the tie that Israel have with America, that America is all over their ass? Whatever they do, like Israel can't do no wrong.
They have what?
Even your president right now, your elected president, says he supports Israel, Barack Obama.
It's not my president, though.
What is it that Israel have on America?
If you do the history, what they have is what we don't have, which is unity. So it doesn't matter where they are on the planet. Basically, you have one out in the open Jew and another undercover Jew helping each other behind the scenes. So that's what's going on. They have what we don't have, the unity.
Listen, if you study geography, you understand that one of the reasons why Egypt was so powerful in the ancient world, because you look at that waterway over there. you got the Red Sea, and you got the Mediterranean Sea, which means that Egypt can launch boats from off the Red Sea to go to India, go to the Asiatic nations, and then it had a front on the Mediterranean to deal with Europe. And because it had that, it sits right there in the center of those so-called continents, it controlled world trade. And they got that Suez Canal up through there where they can ship oil right up out, they can come right out the Persian Gulf and shoot right up the Red Sea, go through the Suez Canal and go through the Mediterranean. That's how they wanted to attack Saddam Hussein. They wanted to come from the north of Turkey and then come up through the south of Iraq, through Basra, up in that area. But Turkey denied them. They took all them ships, went right through the Suez Canal, took them right up into the Persian Gulf. It's sitting in the center of the earth. As far as geographical trade, economic trade, if you don't go through the Suez Canal, what do? You got to sail all the way around Africa.
Do you want me to read this, Senator?
You got to sail all the way around Africa.
All right, I want you to read that, and then I'm going to Brooklyn Intelligence to make his closing statement or argument. Go ahead, brother.
Read. It says the origin of the word Moor. It says 46 BC, the Roman army entered West Africa where they encountered black Africans whom they called Maroons.
All right.
From the Greek. Hold up. I'm not finished.
I want to break it down as we go through.
We're going to go through, read it all, and I can remember everything that you're saying. Maroons. It says from the Greek adjective maroons, meaning dark or black. Chandler Wayne B. The Moor's light of dark Europe dark age, right? And it says the Webster's World Dictionary identifies Moors as of Muslim people of mixed Arab and Berber descent. This deletion of black or Negro from the term Moor is generally recent, though the word Moor originally seems to have been meant to indicate blacks. Yeah, it said in its time came to apply to Muslims in general, especially the Berbers.
Now, do you understand that, brother?
46 BC.
What I'm saying is that you always referring people.
But it wasn't say 46 BC, right?
Yes, but what I'm saying is you always referring people to the Webster's English Dictionary.
Okay.
Go back down to that part and where he defines what Moor means. And tell me that's what you are.
I'm showing you what it is. It said identify any Muslim actually, mixed Arab or Berber descent, this deletion of black or Negro.
So is that what you are? A mixed Arab?
Bruh. No, bro, that's them. They're the amalgamated ones.
This
is just one dictionary. Hold up, brother.
One dictionary. It's a Webster too.
Listen,
and you always tell people to go to Webster.
One unabridged dictionary says a Moor is a descendant. It says the African or the Negro,
right?
Or black in another unabridged dictionary.
Right. But my point to you, brother Sabir, is you always referring people to the Webster's.
So what is the problem?
What I'm saying is you can't have it both ways.
What is the problem?
So is that what you are? Are you an Arab mixed breed?
I'm the original.
Because that's what it says in the Webster's dictionary.
Let me correct you, brother. I am the original Arab. And if you know anybody, my man just came home from Iraq and he said, we see them brothers over there.
You are the original Arab?
If you see the
But you can't say you are original African?
Why not? Who's arguing that they not, man? Brother,
we've been arguing all day about you ain't no African.
You never heard me. You can replay this. Anybody can say you never heard me say I was not an African.
All right, we ain't gonna get back off to the argument.
Brother,
your closing statement, brother Moorish, Brooklyn Intelligence. I was light on you the last time we had the meeting, brother.
You ain't
I had
doing
to come hard,
brother.
So, brother Moorish, Brooklyn Intelligence, your closing statement, brother.
All right, my closing statement, like I mentioned before, like a couple of minutes and young ago. A sister said that we all have pieces of the puzzle. If we backtrack any group, 5%, Nation of Islam, Black Panther, Bloods and Crip, any movement, we all have pieces of society and government. So if you want to deal with society and government structure, come to the Moors. We have the military, Panthers. We have the Crips and Bloods out here. We got the refinement stage. The Nation of Islam got the international ministers and stuff like that. What's keeping us from having a government within a government, a nation within a nation, is that we're not coming together in unity. And real unity is political power and balance. We're arguing here, but who is arguing on the international stage?
International stage.
And how do you argue on the international stage?
You don't argue. You come for war, goddammit.
No,
you got to come for war.
No
because
problem.
They ain't trying to hear no argument. If you ain't got no goddamn army, they don't give a damn about what you say.
Brother, we do have an army.
You win battles with wars. Dr. John Henry Clark said, Dr. John Henry Clark said they took Africa in blood, and the only way we're going to get it back is in blood.
Listen, I was looking at Tupac before we came up here. Pac said, you want to be a thug. He said, but what about y'all being thugs and, what he said, start a revolution and build your own country? You want to be a character. This is what we want. We want to be characters, man. Come on, man. Be for real. When we do, let's do it. Let's not rap about it. Let's just do it. We have the military, brother.
Now head right in there with your closing argument, your statement, brother.
I don't have it. We just unity, man. I'm about unity, brother. And
you want to make a closing argument?
I just want to say I'm glad to be a part of this whole thing right here. I'm glad to meet you, brother.
And I love to do more with Seti.
Okay, brother Seti, any closing arguments?
Statement? Brother, I mean, I'm on the spot, and you know, my elders gonna make sure that I live out my oath. You understand? Our peoples, while we in here debating, our peoples is out here dying. They've been dying, and I can't come in here and just give you no one solution. Because, you know, a lot of our great elders came here and they wasn't able to pull it off. So don't put it on me that I can come up in here with the major solution. But what I can say is all this other shit we done tried. That I can tell you. Try something new. We are Africans. We have always been Africans. And if Africa, our mother, is in turmoil, I don't care where you at on the planet, you gonna be in turmoil. You got to free your mother in order to get any type of peace on this planet. The resources of Africa conform. If you want to live in America, I'm all right with that. Africans came here. I'm not debating that. But they always had the ability to go back home. They knew if they couldn't get it right, they could go back home. United States backs Europe. If anybody attacks Europe, they will attack without no discussion. They will send all the arms that they got over there to defend Europe. And they don't have no argument like that. If China gets into a war, the Chinese will get up out of America and go home and fight for Mother China. You even got Jews. Look at Bloomberg. He went right on over to Israel.
That's right.
How can I help you? They don't have those. So if you got to have a center. My center is Africa. And that means I will help the Haitian because I look at him as an African. The Jamaicans, the brothers and sisters over in Asia and the Americas, we Africans because we come from one center. And that way I can help. But if you coming from a different center, I'm going to be real. There's no way I can work with you. There's no way that I can work with you. And it ain't that I don't, you know, I got no hate for the brother. I'm just being real. We done been here. We done that. The young brothers and sisters out here who ain't got nowhere to stay, ain't got nothing to eat, ain't got no home, they don't want to hear this. And it don't make no difference if you know law, if you know history, if you know whatever science or art you want to put out here. It's going to come down to us seeing this beast. When he feared, like what they did to that brother, if they knew that we would nut up and burn this whole nation down,
that's right,
they wouldn't do what they do. But they executed the boy on TV.
But see,
wait a minute, that was my last statement. They executed that brother on TV. They should have been scared to even attempt something like that. We got to put fear back off in all races. I don't care nothing about no Asiatics, no Indians, none of them. Because they all plotted on our people. You got Indians from India down in South Africa right now. Talking about Gandhi. Gandhi was a damn racist. He didn't even want to sit with the Africans on the train. When you watch the movie, he didn't even want to sit with the Africans on the train because he saw that the Africans were underneath him. So we always claiming melanated people. I don't agree with that word. I don't agree with the term colored. I don't agree with nothing. African. And if it ain't the right term, we'll get it right later on. But right now, everybody in the world, young Africans, young blacks, they identify with that word. So we're not about to spin them with, if we know a little science about the origin, that's cool. But for a young black man or a young black woman, that just might happen to see this video may never ever see another video. We're not going to make them jump through no hoop. We give them Africa, they can go straight to the map and know exactly where it's at. If they're in Haiti, they can do the same thing. So we are African people. We're going to have to fight for our women, the Hebrew Israelites. I'm on y'all next. Because y'all disrespect black women like, nigga, you ain't got no conscience. And we are not going to continue to let people disrespect our mother. The reason why a lot of people can't respect Africa is the same reason why they can't respect the black woman. No respect for Africa. None whatsoever. So on that, I draw the line. I'm African. I'm African-centered. I believe in Marcus. I believe in Dr. Ben. I believe in Dr. Clark. I believe in Malcolm X. I believe everything, most of what they say. And I will follow them before I follow anyone else. Arm yourself with knowledge, and that means warfare too. Be prepared to go to war anytime. Right now, we are all unprepared in this room right now. If the cracker busts in here, he'll take us off. Bottom line. And you know why? They say when you not prepared, you scared. And I'll be real. If they bust in, what we gonna do? And because we nervous about it, we don't want to entertain that thought. We'll go do something else. But if we was heated, and we knew we could bring fire to them, we would be more eager. When I was lifting weights, I would lift weights. And I had got up to about 3 plates. Matter of fact, I was at 350. I was feeling vigorous. It gives you that esteem, you know what I'm saying? But when I had went down, you know, I didn't feel like that. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to do the same thing with our knowledge. We got to do the same thing with arming ourselves, and we got to stretch our hands across these waters to Haiti. We talking about sovereignty. Look at Haiti, sovereign nation. Niggas ain't did nothing for Haiti. Ain't did nothing. I mean, the Kraken went in and retook it.
Can real quick before you close out?
Hold on, because the camera's not over there yet. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to go right back to you.
So what I'm saying is we got opportunities where we running the land. We got the land. We 99.9% of the population, and we won't do nothing for the Haitians, man, to maintain that island. Nigeria, Congo, all in Africa, man. We got the ability to go over there and lend our support, and we don't do it. Ain't no crackers in the land. They might be coming in as CIA to fund a few niggas at the top to destroy the nation, but we can go in there and offset that. But we don't do that. We talk about, man, as long as the white man is doing good, we doing bad. Long as America is up, we're doing bad. So I'm gonna end on that note.
Okay, well, I would like to thank Brother Sabir Bey for taking the time out of his busy schedule to come and sit here and be with us today. I would also like to thank Brother Moorish, Brooklyn Intelligent, for coming here, sharing his knowledge and information with us today. I hope the viewers out there will learn something from this tape, whether it's bad or good. You got to learn something. I definitely would like to thank my brother, Sabir Seti, for coming here, taking the time out of his day to come here to bring you information. And brothers are always saying to me out in the street, man, Seti, man, that's your brother, man. Seti is one of your students, brother. I take that as a compliment. Indeed. This is a soldier right here. For you to associate him with me, I take that with a compliment, black man. You see
I've been buying CDs and DVDs from South Africa for many years,
man. He ain't no student of me. He's a student of the Grandmaster teachers. You see what I'm saying? The same fire and energy that's in him is also in me. This brother used to come by and I didn't even know who he was. When he would see me speaking on the street, I didn't even know who the brother was, but he would come by. He said he came by
many times
and see me out there speaking on the street. I didn't even know who he was until I got back and seen him on the video on the YouTube. Brother Twin called me and said, "Oh, brother, you got to see this dude on YouTube. He's fire just like you, son." So when I went to YouTube, I said, "Yo, give it up." I seen it and I was just blown away, man, because I thought I was the only one standing up out there on the street. Just standing up, just speaking out. So what are you going to do? I put my life on the line many times. I had motherfucking Jews bow down to me. All right? I had white people bow down and kiss my feet. Some people might say, well, damn, what that prove? What that mean? brother, we using war strategy right here. Our babies need to see them in a kneeling position sometime.
Right.
Instead of seeing our goddamn mothers scrubbing their damn floors. To let them know that they can do it as well.
That's right.
And at the end of this tape, I'm going to show you the pictures of white women bowing down, kissing my feet, the Jew boy with his turban on, bowing down to me, holding my hand, howling, with the black power fist up there. So I end this in saying, black power to my family.
Black power.
Arm yourself with knowledge. And I want to say black power to you, brother.
I'll say unity.
Black power to you, brother.
Unity, brother.
Now you saying unity.
Black
you
power.
telling me that that's not division?
That's not.
If I could say Islam more to you.
Islam, come on, we ain't gonna go there. I say unity.
If I could say Islam more to you, Islam to you, and I can't get my greeting back in black power. You don't have to believe in it.
Hold on, brother. It's not about me.
I stands for that. That's what I represent.
Metaphysical.
Show me the same respect. I don't want to hear no so-called black power.
Listen.
I didn't say so-called Islam.
But Islam,
I didn't say
you know what Islam means, though, brother. You don't know what
black power means?
Okay, in the metaphysical realm, black power. In the metaphysical realm.
Man,
God damn, you don't know what black power means, brother?
Let's go.
Why is it hard for you to even say, but you say, oh, we ain't talking, we ain't dealing with no division. That's what I mean by
That's not division when I say
these
unity,
goddamn titles.
Yeah, I say
That's
unity.
what I mean about dropping
I'm
the
with
damn
you dropping titles, brother.
Because once you drop the title, you can be able to say black power to your brother. We talking about black economics, black school system, black law, black government.
That's right.
That's what we dealing with when we say black power. But you're afraid to say that. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Brother Rashid, peace. How's the consciousness? What's good, brother?
What's up?
Ain't nothing. What's
We
good
ain't
with you?
Africans. We ain't come here on no slave ship.
Yes.
And the slave story is grossly misunderstood.
Okay, so if that's
and our
true,
people suffer from a lack of knowledge.
So if that's
And anytime
true,
the white man is going out of his way, it's Moorish Latin I'm speaking. And anyway, anything that the white boy gets behind and tells you to venerate, right? I'm the European, right? When he tells you that, you put it in snippets, put it on the screen, put it, David McRitchie, Ancient and Modern Britons, I'm the original European. And white is a color. And I'm not a color. I'm not a, brother, I don't argue my science.
We're not arguing, black man. I'm just saying, you are European, you're saying.
And it's called oversimplification. Oversimplification is when people take what's called philosophically microhistory and take bits and pieces of the story and then they begin to weave it. And this is what we're victims of. We're victims of one story. We're victims of one story where some Africans got escorted to a ship and brought over here, and now we don't have no ship records. They got records for everything. They even got the Santa Maria, the Pina, all that sucker shit Colombians were supposed to get on. They got all of them intact. They don't got no slave ships.
The log records.
They don't got no logs or none of that. It's a farce. Anybody that's not talking about nationality right now is an agent of repression. It's nationality, health, and spirituality. And anybody that's trying to create a front for us to embrace that pan-African, global African bullshit is bullshit. We didn't call it that before that. The Moorish Empire, we were in different shades, different phenotypes, different textures.
Now, on the slavery tip, let me just go on and put the smash down on that bullshit. Because the fact is this, that it's not something that you can just sweep under the rug. It was the global fucking economy. And the fact that you're still on the fence lets me know that I can't trust you. You're still right in it. You can't sweep something massive as the global fucking economy, meaning that North America, South America, Africa, Europe, and Asia was involved. It is no way in fucking hell that you can sweep the global fucking economy under the rug that went on for over 400 years. You understand what I'm saying? You have Africans who have oral traditions that have never taken one paragraph from a cracker's book. How do you justify saying where the cracker, the slave trade is a story invented by the cracker? When you go down there to Brazil, they're not reading out of no fucking crackers books. When you go to fucking Cuba and they speak about the slave trade, because in Havana was one of the largest slave ports in the world, they're not reading from no crackers books. These are oral traditions that are handed down from parent to child, from grandparent to grandchild. You understand what I'm saying? With no cracker nowhere in the process. So you bullshitting, man. You straight up fucking bullshitting. Where's the logs? Where's the fucking ships? How many motherfuckers get murked out here and niggas throwing away the fucking gun? What you think motherfucker gonna say, here it is? I did it? You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man, let's be fucking real, man. Real motherfuckers do real fucking things, man. And you motherfuckers still out there riding the motherfucking fence on our slave trade. I can't let it slide. Because if I don't show my people how the fuck they got in this shit, they ain't gonna never have the fucking initiative to get up out of it. Because they won't know how. How the fuck is they gonna know how to get up out of something? And they don't even, these motherfuckers out here don't even, they feel like they deserve to be in this fucking position. When all you teach a motherfucker is that he's a motherfucking cannibal savage, never had no motherfucking history, and then you teach a motherfucker about America is his homeland, while the fucking Christian, the Jew, and the fucking Arab is fleecing Africa for the fucking mineral wealth. I ask myself, I say, damn, what would make these motherfuckers come out and say it wasn't no slave trade? And then I had to think, who would most profit from a falsehood like that? Who would most profit? The cracker, the Jew, and that low-lifed Arab, and an old Uncle Tom bitch-made ass nigga getting the fucking crumbs that the slave master give him. You understand what I'm saying? This is a fucking shame that y'all riding the fucking fence on an issue that was as massive as 5 fucking continents. It is no way one man can dictate that information, and it's a global economy. You have documents, you have recollection, because our peoples are storytellers. They passed them tradition down for hundreds, if not thousands of years. If you go into fucking West Africa, those traditions are handed down orally. A griot is to memorize the history of his people orally. And a lot of those oral traditions have never been tampered with. They know exactly what happened. Quit acting as if the cracker got all the information about slavery. Nigga, quit riding the fence. Cause I see you. I see you. I cannot let you, you understand what I'm saying, take my ancestors' memories and just juggle with them when I get a little information and no, dawg. You got to be strong, man. You got to fucking boss up with this shit, man. Just like I looked on the motherfucking videos and I seen the motherfucking, the Moors or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Moriscos. All I know is I identify the motherfucker with the hat. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like when niggas bang today. If a motherfucker, if he red, he red. If he blue, he blue. So when I see that motherfucking fez on that motherfucker head, I automatically identify him with a certain philosophy, a certain culture, a certain political view. You understand what I'm saying? And as I show you them same brothers with them fezes on that's attacking our goddamn people in Africa, you show me the brothers with the fezes on that's trying to repulse them motherfuckers. You can't show me that. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot show me that, because it's deeper than that. Those motherfuckers are Islamized blacks. And a motherfucking Muslim Islamized black, they only respect Islam. They only respect Islam. They look down on every other religion, every other culture as heathen, as idolatrous, and they attack it. The fucking Moors came down and sacked the University of Jenin, which was 500 years old at that time. That's like when the fucking Greeks burned down the fucking Library of Alexandria, man. What the fuck history we lost? That shows you that they were so Arabized that the same university that taught them motherfuckers, because it didn't just go from Egypt across North Africa up into Spain. That motherfucking knowledge went from Egypt into West Africa long before it went up into Spain. Ghana, Mali, Songhai, you even see the Dogon, which teach that their knowledge came up out of the Nile. So that knowledge went from the Nile and it moved into West Africa. And then from West Africa, that's where the knowledge came from that went up into Spain. And these motherfuckers come back down in Africa and destroy the same motherfucking university that taught they ass. That's a Arabized, Islamized, no having knowledge of self, more black ass nigga. That's what he is. They no different than Darfur. And I say, damn, let me go do some research on this J.A. Rogers. Where my fucking book at? I ain't gonna give y'all motherfuckers too much or how I'm gonna bust y'all ass. Cause if you come out in any type of motherfucking debate on me, believe me, I'm not playing no games. I'm a motherfucking mercenary when it comes to this motherfucking history. I'm coming to do damage, goddammit, and I'm gonna have it laid out. So if you ain't thorough about this motherfucking research, don't show up, cause I'm coming with my people on my back, and I'm not gonna lose. Ain't no motherfucking losing. I'm coming to drop the goddamn facts. You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing J.A. Rogers and World's Great Men of Color because I was looking at Renoco's video on the Moors. And he was saying that the Moors fought side by side with Hannibal. But for some reason, they broke the allegiance. And I say, damn, let me go do the research on it. So I look Massinacius up in World's Great Men of Color by J.A. Rogers, and he drops the knowledge on the Moor, whom they call, at that time, equivalent Numidia, from which Massinacius was the goddamn ruler. And he was in love with Hannibal's niece. But they gave that woman up in marriage to another man, and Massinacius felt betrayed, and he sided with Rome and Scipio Africanus against Hannibal. God damn, man, y'all motherfucker got a long resume of being a traitor. How the fuck is you gonna fight against Hannibal, your brother, your African brother, Moor brother, whatever you want to call it, for the low-life, the imperialistic Rome? Read up, motherfucker. Read up on Massinacius. Another traitor. You understand what I'm saying? Got a long motherfucking resume. Now, I dare you to show me what Moors stood up in our defense when we needed them. Show me. Show me those Moors. I'm looking for them. Now, I respect the historical Moor. I revere that history when they went into Spain and all the sciences that they brought up out of Timbuktu, the University of Jenin. But damn, when they came back they had lost it. They had lost it. So the only greatness about the Moors that we can even speak about was that highlight in Spain. After that, there is no more that you can speak of in any great conversation that the Moors was something that we should revere. Now, damn, y'all destroyed Ghana and Songhai. Up under Masinasius, you traded on Hannibal. And then I asked myself, damn, the historical Moor was an Orthodox Muslim. He didn't read out of no Circle 7 Quran. He didn't follow no noble Jew Ali. They didn't recognize Confucius and Buddha as no fucking prophets. So I asked myself, damn, based on the historical Moor and what they believe, they went to Mecca. They didn't come to no fucking Morocco, even though that was their area in which they inhabited. They all went to Mecca. They took their pilgrimages to Mecca. You ain't hear no motherfucker over here talking about no land over here was their original homeland. Them people knew where the hell they came from, even though they was fucked up in their head talking about they was related to Muhammad rather than call themselves an African. So I asked myself, damn, man, besides saying that y'all the Moorish Science Temple, what the fuck truly historical about you is really Moorish? If we are to identify, even if we deal with Masinasius in Numidia, they wasn't reading out of no Circle 7 Quran. They didn't follow no noble Jew Ali. They didn't revere no damn Buddha or no damn Confucius as no damn prophet. So what about y'all is original from these original Moors? And if you're going to accept Egypt as being a part of the Moorish Empire, if you're going to do that, Amun-Ra is older than Allah. Ptah is older than Allah. Asa is older than Allah. Aset is older than Allah. Heru is older than Allah. Why y'all don't call on the oldest name of the deities? Why you still going to 101s and they talking about Mecca is the original Garden of Eden? And you know damn well in Egyptian texts, they don't speak of no goddamn Mecca or no damn Canaan being no Garden of Eden. We came from the beginning of the Nile, where God happy dwells at the foothills of the mountains of the moon. In Central East Africa. That's from the papyrus of Hunefa. They know better than anybody. Read the Egyptian text. That's why I asked, I say, damn, Noble Jew Ali says he's an Egyptian adept. But damn, I asked myself, damn, what was truly about him that was Egyptian? When you deal with the culture, he didn't teach you about the 42 negative confessions of Ma'at. He didn't teach you about Abydos and Aswan, Philae, Waset, the Grand Lodge of Waset, the Grand Temple of Luxor, the Valley of the Kings. He didn't teach you about the dynastic, the kings of the dynastic periods. He didn't. What is Egyptian about it? There's nothing. How in the hell you gonna be Egyptian and you talking about Jesus? Ain't no damn Jesus in ancient Egypt. He didn't even exist. And so what the hell is we talking about? Jesus. In the times of ancient Egypt, Mecca didn't exist. So why is we talking about Mecca? And then he's an Egyptian adept. I have a right to ask that question. You understand what I'm saying? And if we're gonna say, well, the man literature may be outdated, you knew it was outdated. But you roll with it until I came out on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? When I showed the video that there were Moors in Africa with the fez on, fighting with the Peckerwood against our people, you didn't come out and say, well, those were Moriscos until I came out on it. Why didn't you bring this goddamn knowledge and say, well, hey, these are bad Moors, we're good Moors. You understand? This is how you recognize them. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. So don't come out now and try to ride the fucking fence. I'm ready to defend my people's honor. You know, I'm doing this, man, and I don't know where this shit gonna go. But I'm gonna ride this shit out because I know in my heart this is what my ancestors wanted me to do. And don't get me wrong, I love all my people. But it seems like if I come out like this, it'll bring the energy out for my brothers and sisters. I mean, because before that, I was coming on YouTube, motherfuckers was dropping bullshit. Motherfuckers wasn't really even, you understand what I'm saying, trying to take it to the next level. But now that I done sparked that motherfucking flame, motherfuckers is digging in the books. Motherfuckers is, you know, trying to converse and whatnot. And I don't have no hatred towards my brothers, but I do have hatred towards falsehood. So, hey, either you're with me or you're against me. But if you're against me, goddammit, then I'm willing to go all the fucking way, because I'm not going to just lay down. I'm going to represent what is right, what is righteous, and what is the best for my people in this day and time. This is your brother, Sabir Seti, saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through education.